Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. All right, this is going to be a reading on Joe Biden / Dark Brandon regarding him kind of starting to up his rhetoric against Donald Trump. We all know that Trump is very thin-skinned, and Biden has started poking the bear, as it were. At a South Carolina church earlier this month, Biden was smiling and basically said that the former president, he always refers to him as the former president, is already Herbert Hoover. Now, this is in regards to the economic crashes that happened during Herbert Hoover's presidency, and Trump saying he didn't want to win the presidency because the Biden economy is going to crash. And then he made the L sign, or L sign, depending on how you're seeing it on the camera, for grade school way of calling somebody a loser. Clearly poking Trump because, Trump said everybody's going to get tired of winning. And, well, Trump is losing, and he's losing a lot. In Iowa, Biden said, it's kind of funny, all these Republican candidates in the primary trying to beat Donald Trump, and I'm still the only person to beat Donald Trump. He also texted or messaged Donald Trump, be best, taking Melania's anti-bullying slogan and applying it to Donald Trump. So he's clearly baiting Donald Trump. And again, Trump watches, Biden just got the UAW to support him and recommend him. Trump, in the Herbert Hoover comment, he was saying, Biden, the stock market's going to crash under Biden. Right now, just recently, it hit all-time highs. Is it going to maintain those highs? Maybe, maybe not. But, it's not the devastation that Trump has sworn was going to happen. So I want to look at the energy of Biden and the rhetoric that he's bringing up. Again, Donald Trump has just suffered an $80 million court loss. He's probably going to suffer, if I'm right, about a $700 million court loss in the New York civil trial. So you're already watching $750,000 of his wealth $750 million of his wealth just go away. And I don't think he's got the money for that. Remember, he has a lot of properties, but he leverages everything to the hilt. So his actual net worth probably isn't that much. And now he's going to have to pay. So what's the energy around Joe Biden's attacks on Donald Trump and the impact it might have on Trump? Entertainment purposes only. Okay, this is Joe Biden going on the offensive. Donald Trump is always on the offensive against folks. And that's where he likes to be. So Biden is now taking action against Trump. And just, going ahead while Trump is fighting off all these court cases, Biden's now piling on. Trump he doesn't know where to turn his fury. Trump is going to be emotionally exhausted with everything, mentally and emotionally exhausted here. Crossed by the Magician. He's attacking he is attacking the mythology that is Donald Trump. Calling him not a winner, he's a loser. And he's not a financial genius. He's a bully and stuff like that. He is attacking all the things that Donald Trump says he is. And Biden's just humorously pointing out that he's none of those things. Yeah, underneath it all, this magician is the illusion. This is the illusion Donald Trump's created by himself that keeps his followers bound to him. So he's attacking that part and knocking down the illusion. And maybe these folks will start recognizing who they're chained to. And they can leave if they want to. But yeah, this is, I don't say he's going to out Trump, but he is going to be surgical in his attacks on Trump. In the past, we've got the Six of Swords. When Biden inherited the White House, we were in very choppy waters here. We had COVID raging. The vaccine was available, but there's no infrastructure put in there. And Trump set Biden up to lose so that the Republicans could say, Biden was an absolute disaster. But Biden actually got through all that and got America into a calmer time. So a lot of Biden's energy was spent, the term they use is righting the ship. The ship was rolling back and forth in a storm. He got the ship squared away. He's got it pointed in the right direction. And now what he wants is that opportunity to actually move the ship forward after the disaster. Now, basically, they halted the disaster, and now it's time to get this ship moving in the right direction. And he's taking action against Donald Trump so that he has that opportunity to do it. And there we go. Current situation is the star card. It's the calm after the storm. So the ship's been righted, and now it's time to take action and move this ship forward. Biden, one of the things that Trump fanatics absolutely love about Trump is the fact that they'll say he tells it like it is. What they mean is he's just rude, crude, and repulsive in his words. Biden is now poking fun. It's like where Trump is like a club, Biden's being a rapier, and he's just poking him with his pointy stick. And watching, this is Biden's time to shine. Basically, he's the star of the show. Got the star versus the devil here. Overarching energy. There's your Biden card, King of Cups. Emotionally mature. The storm's over. This is his time to shine. All he has to do is get past this person. Assuming that Trump is the presumptive Republican candidate. And right now, all indications are that he is. Lesson to be learned is the Page of Cups. I think what Biden's trying to do is he is going after Trump's, he's poking fun at Trump, causing his base, his base will be his base. And they will get loud and vocal and ugly because that's all they know how to do, right? That's their skill set, is to be angry and hate-filled. How is that going to impact moderate Republicans? How is that going to impact independent voters? How is that going to impact women in the suburbs? When you're watching these these knuckle-dragging truck owners with 23 flags, raging about Donald Trump, and they're gonna, start a civil war and, cause harm to women. They're basically you're gonna lay out the violence and the rhetoric that drives the Page of Cups. In some ways, this attack on Trump, attacking his legacy, it's not so much to convince the MAGA crowd or the Trump, the folks that have lashed themselves onto Trump. If anything, it's to get them to swarm and show who they are to the independent voters. I could be wrong on that, but that would be one consequence of doing this. It's like poking a beehive. The bees are going to come out, or the hornets are going to come out if it's a hornet nest. And you expect the hornets to come out with the QAnon crowd and the MAGA crowd. That's what you want. It's the other people that didn't realize there was a hornet's nest there, and now they see the hornet's nest and just how bad it can be, and then they want to back away from, that's not what we want. This is not our America. You know what I mean? He's going to continue doing it. He's not going. Biden is normally a very warm person, not with Trump. With Trump, he's going to take like a Nancy Pelosi type stance and just be cutting with his words. He's going to continue. This is not going to stop. This is a plan. Nikki Haley, is also jumping on Trump, basically saying, $83.3 million, America can do better. Now, she said they can do better than Biden or Trump, which is fine. She's allowed to. She's running. I'll take Biden over Nikki Haley 10 times out of 10 and twice on Sundays. She's told me who she is. I have no interest in supporting that person at all. Now Trump, and she's baiting Trump too. Like, why won't he go on a debate stage with me? His mental acuity is he just can't. You watch him go off the teleprompter, and he can read a teleprompter and sound like he's intelligent and in control. Well, no, he can stay cognitive and on point. The minute he goes off the teleprompter, he has this stream of consciousness word salad that that ain't right. It's frightening. And why would you want to give him the reins of power? But these folks are just chained to him and they just don't see it. All right. Between Nikki Haley and Joe Biden's attacks, how is Trump going to react to all this? Ace of Swords. Okay. Ace of Swords is about, this could be reversed. Ace of Swords is about, sort of justice. It's, I got a new truth. I'm going to go after it. But remember, swords are about intellect. So if this is reversed, this could lead to a bigger mental decline. What this might do is it really might show his mental acuity. Now, this might be his new thing. I'm being attacked, so I'm going to attack back. That's what we're crossing. Oh, the truth. Injustice. Oh, good Lord. 2 major arcana and a ace. How's this going to... Basically, we're finding out about Trump. We're actually finding out more and more about Trump, and people are finding more and more about Trump. The truth is being revealed about who he is, and it's through the justice system, between the E. Jean Carroll lawsuits, the upcoming Jack Smith cases, everything along those lines. He's losing in court. He's losing all his court cases. He's got some stuff. The D.C. Court of Appeals is likely to say presidents are not kings, so you're not going to get that one. You got Supreme Court that's going to have to figure out a way to keep Trump on the ballot with the insurrection, the 14th Amendment Section 3 insurrection part, and that happens in the beginning of February. By the way, during my live with the Cool Crone and others, it occurred to me that I think Nikki Haley's strategy is to try and stay in the race as long as she can, waiting for that Supreme Court ruling to come through. If Donald Trump is ruled to be off the ballot in certain states for the primaries, Nikki Haley is the only person left, and she's going to get all those delegates. So I think she's counting on the Supreme Court removing Trump, and she's going to pick up the delegates for that. If she can make it all the way to not the caucuses, but the convention where they choose the president, she has a chance of sneaking in there. Well, I think that's her goal. That's her plan. That's why she's not dropping out on Super Tuesday, because the Supreme Court's going to hear that case, and then they'll have a couple of weeks to decide on it, and they need to decide quickly because there's other states in their ballots. They need to know the answer, so she's waiting for that. Okay, so we got court cases, we got the sword of truth, we got the sun. How's Trump going to react to this? He's got a lot of court cases, and a lot of truth, and a lot of action taking against him. In the past, Four of Pentacles, he's had some health issues, and he's been keeping them under wraps. Mental health, heart health, mobility issues. He's got some health issues, and he's not been taking out. We're going to find out about them. And it's going to impact, and I think, again, the court cases are really taking a toll on his overall health. And and his mental health too. We're going to be seeing that in real time. Current situation, he's still the King of Pentacles. He's still presenting himself as this wealthy man in control of everything. But don't believe it. There's underlying things going on here. The overarching energy is the 9 of Coins. E. Jean Carroll. So you have E. Jean Carroll winning her case and getting basically $88.3 million from Donald Trump, winning her court case for everybody to see. And in some ways, you've also got Nikki Haley starting to go on the attack with him. I wonder if Letitia James is going to show up too. The long pause is I'm asking about Trump's mental health, but this could just be this could be the whole E. Jean Carroll case here. Ace of Swords. Her truth is out there. Truth is exposed about Donald Trump, about the things that he's done in the past, all the words and defamation that he did. She's going to win that case, and Trump's going to get information that he doesn't like. You might start seeing Trump. He's going to start getting polling numbers. He absolutely doesn't like being poked fun of. absolutely does not like it. He is so thin-skinned, and he wants to lash back, and folks are telling him, no, 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 don't do it. But that's not what he wants to hear. He wants to lash back. But he has to be careful about that because you've got the women vote that he could be alienating. Outcome, Two of Wands. The planning, the next steps. He's stewing. Oh, God. Oh, you know what? And again, with the court, there's so many readings on this one. It's like, I don't know what they're answering here. So E. Jean Carroll, get ready for more. That's 2 defamation cases. There'll be another one if he can't keep his mouth shut. For all the other court cases, we're getting the truth on that and the things he's been hiding in the past. And there's going to be more victories and more things Trump doesn't like. Absolutely. Yeah. These court cases are really, really weighing down on him. They're weighing down on him a lot. And he's not getting the information that he likes. Maybe, even the polling, even though he's winning these states with 50% of the vote or more than 50% of the vote, for somebody who should be acting as an incumbent, that's not a big amount. Oh, the other part. Here's the other part with that. Haley voters, and I'm going to throw on that now. Haley voters are saying that they won't vote for Donald Trump. And he basically said, well, I don't want you. That's your 4 of Cups right there. Haley voters will not vote for Donald Trump. They'll vote for nobody, or they'll vote for Biden. They will not vote for Trump. And that's that 4 of Cups. He doesn't understand why they don't worship him. What was the point of this whole reading again? Oh, that's right. It was Dark Brandon. I'm going off topic here. Let's get back on topic here. Will Joe Biden's attacks, his verbal attacks, will they be effective? I mean, a lot of people have been, one of the knocks on Democrats is they're too nice, they're too soft. So now he's being snarky and teasing. There's the 7 of Cups popping up here. It could be a mixed bag. Again, it's, some of the highfalutin Democrats may not like it, but at the same time, I don't think they're the target. He's not targeting Democrats with this messaging. Well, what's the end goal of this messaging with Biden? Will it be effective? Yep, their same card came up. Okay. They've attacked Biden's intellect. They said he's a doddering old man who's a fool and losing his mental acuity, and he's showing to folks that he hasn't. It's actually the opposite way around. Donald Trump's the one losing his mental acuity. Now, I was talking about highfalutin Democrats like, oh, we don't want our president to do this on the other. You know what? This message isn't targeted for Democrats. This message is targeted for Republicans who've drank the Trump Kool-Aid, and he's poking fun at their idol. And, watching Trump lash out ineffectively. He's not poking at the Trumpsters. He's poking at the folks who don't understand the hornet's nest that's very near where they're having their picnic. Yeah. Underneath it all, you got the MAGA card, the QAnon card. He's showing the cognitive dissonance of the MAGA supporters and kind of their fanaticism with it. This is a new strategy of his that's going forward. No longer is Joe Biden going to be the victim just taking the insults from Donald Trump. He's going to take it to Trump. Is this going to... would we prefer that he doesn't do that? Probably. But this is a different path here. We're talking about emotions. This also could be impacting folks who've been disappointed in Trump and trying to reach out to them saying, yeah, I know you don't want to vote for Biden, but there's some good things about him that maybe you can respect. This is a very, and this could also be the folks that are disappointed in Trump with, the suburban housewives who've lost their rights to vote, and the Nikki Haley Yeah, this in some ways this is going after the Nikki Haley votes too. It's like the folks that don't want to vote for Trump. You know, you get Trump all worked up. This might just say, you know, I can't believe I have to do this type of thing. Kind of all over the place here with this one. All right, how do I sum this one up? In the end of the day, Joe Biden's taking a different approach and going after Donald Trump. And it likely, you know, Donald Trump's under a lot of pressure with all these court cases. He's not even really trying that hard in running for the election. He attacked Joe Biden's intellect. So Joe Biden's hitting him with intellect and doing it at his own game. He's trying to deflate Trump's overinflated ego and the mythology that Trump has built up around himself. You could say that he's, you know, poking the hornet's nest with a stick. And you know the MAGA crowd and the QAnon crowd are all going to come out in defense of Donald Trump. You know, again, when you hit a hornet's nest with a stick, expect the swarm to come. But when that swarm comes out over just words, it's going to show to more conservative, moderate, independent voters that this is what happens if you even mildly criticize Donald Trump. His supporters go absolutely crazy. They don't come out in a measured response. They come out ready to attack anyone and anything around them. And that's going to make people who are having their picnic near that hornet's nest want to move away from that hornet's nest because they maybe didn't fully appreciate that hornet's nest was there and the consequences of picnicking that close to the hornet's nest. Now, they might be upset that the guy's poking at it with the stick. You know, if you look at it in the bigger picture, it's like, well, it's kind of fortuitous that guy poked it with a stick because now we see what the threat is and we need to move away from that. We don't want to have anything to do with that threat. We may not be real happy the guy poked it with a stick, but better he poke it with the stick and suffer the consequences than us. And maybe, just maybe, they'll be relieved when that hornet's nest has been removed and moved to a location that's not going to impact people. Maybe not my best analogy. Maybe it is. Let me know in the comments. Anyways, that's it. I'll wrap this one up here. Thank you for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for your likes and your shares and your comments and everything you do to help feed the YouTube algorithm so my video makes it out to a wider audience. 2 people just recently discovering this channel. Welcome. I hope you found this reading insightful, even if my hornet analogy may not be the strongest. Anyways, thank you for joining us. I do appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.